promised me that today you'd walk away with 3 takeaways that you can use. So, Abraham.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Perfect. Thank you all for having me, and thank you all for taking the time to invest in your businesses by attending the team meetings. I want to thank Kaye Cash for this opportunity. Also, special thanks to your sponsor for the team meeting. I'm pretty sure that they support our businesses, so let us support them as well, and we all grow together. You should have a sheet of paper in front of you. I think everybody has a sheet of paper, right? Excellent. So this presentation is a participatory presentation, so your participation will determine how much you get out of it. And so just like the bold law, what is the bold law about this? That's right. Excellent. Okay, so does everybody have a pen, paper? Okay. So before I start, I just want to let you all know I reached out to Josh Team, the president of KW, just to let him know I was doing this presentation. And he said that he wanted to make sure that we covered two things. First of all, he wanted to make sure that you all know that when the iPhone came out, the BlackBerry was dominating the market. And at that time, BlackBerry had no idea that the iPhone would essentially put them out of business a few years later. And so when the iPhone came out, the development process was stressful for the individuals who used iPhone at that time. And now we know today that iPhone is one of the #1 smartphone providers in the country, in the world. And number two is that where we are today with Command is going to seem like we're using horses and buggies in a few months based on the way the platform is developing, right? And so those are two things Josh wanted me to let you all know. On your paper, right? So you have a sheet of paper. I want you to put A and B at the top of A on one side, B on the other side, right? And so we're going to use both sides of the paper. And so you'll be able to tell that somebody wasn't paying attention because there's nothing on their paper. All right, so y'all put A on one side, B on the other side, right? And so on side A at the very top, I want you to put this phone number down. It is 703-260-9609.
One more time.
Yes, ma'am. The number is 703-260-9609. Underneath that phone number, just write the word TECH, T-E-C-H. After this presentation is over, you could text TECH to that phone number and I'll send you all the notes. Also, I'll send you a link to the most popular Facebook groups to stay in touch with KW Command. And I have a post in one of the groups that walks you through setting up Facebook ads. So you'll get all that information if you text TECH to that phone number. All right, so if you could hear me clap once. Excellent. So I want you to make a fist. Make a fist, put your fist up in the air. All right, so on side A, in the middle of the page, I want you to make a circle that's about the same size of your fist. Please do not take out any compasses or protractors. This is not an art class. You just need a normal circle. All right, so at the very top of the circle, you're gonna put the number 12, right? Number 12. At the bottom of the circle, you're gonna put the number 6. What is this starting to look like? Excellent. Okay, so you're gonna put the 3 where the 3 goes. You're gonna put the 9 where the 9 goes. And now you're gonna put the 2 where the 2 goes, the 4 where the 4 goes, the 8 and the 10. Okay? So next to 12, you're going to put the word target list. Next to 2, you're going to put the word lead. Next to 4, you're going to put appointment. Next to 6, you're going to put listing taken. Next to 8, you're going to put pending. And next to 10, you're going to put sold.
Woohoo!
All right, so at the bottom right-hand corner of this page, we're going to need to write 12 things out, okay? So give yourself some space to write out 12 things. All right, so we have, y'all ready? So number 1 is contacts. Number 2 is task. Number 3 is smart plans. Number 4 is referrals. Number 5 is opportunities. Number 6 is campaigns. Number 7 is reports. Number 8 is designs. Number 9 is listings. Number 10 is insights. Number 11 is landing pages. Number 12 is listing console. All right, so now let's turn it over to side B. Now I want you to take your page and I want you to hold it in your hand on the long side, and then I want you to fold it in half. So on the long side. Now I want you to fold it one more time. So you should have four sides. All right, now let's open it back up. So now we're on side B, correct? We need audience participation. Is that correct? We're on side B?
Yes.
Excellent. All right, so the left-hand box is going to be number 1. The next box over to the right is going to be number 2. The bottom left-hand box is number 3. The bottom right-hand box is number 4, okay? So in box B2, you're going to list A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. So you should have at least 12 lines. Kay, how am I looking on time?
You're doing really good. We got till noon our time.
Okay, perfect. So we should be able to answer some questions. All right, so you should have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, right? Excellent. So on B1, next to A, you're going to put 10,000. Oh, say that one more time?
You said write the letters in B2.
That's correct. So in B1, on the left-hand side of the page, next to A.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, excellent. So you're going to put 10,000. Next to B, you're going to write 25. Next to C, you're going to write 250,000. Next to D, you're going to write 2. Next to E, you're going to write 125,000. Next to F, you're going to write 1%. Next to G, you're going to write 1,250. Next to H, you're going to write 350,000. Next to I, you're going to write 437 million. Next to J, you're going to write 3%. And next to K, you're going to write 13.11 million.
13.11
13.11 million. Excellent. All right, so let's turn over to side A and have a conversation. So what you're looking at right now is essentially how all of us do business, right? So we have some form of target list that we convert into a lead, right? And so that's on the outside of the circle, right? And so some of you are probably generating business through referrals. Some of you are generating business through open houses. Some of you are generating business through phone call prospecting. Some of you are generating business through door knocking. Whatever your target list is, we all have a target list. And then our goal is to convert that target list around the clock to a lead. After we go from a lead, we then go to an appointment. That's how all of our businesses are structured. No one has a business where they can skip an appointment. And then we have to take that appointment, which then converts at that 6 o'clock point to a listing taken, right? And then after we have that listing taken, in my market, we call it pending. In your market, it may be called under contract, but there is a conversion, right? So every listing you take doesn't necessarily convert to a pending. Gary Keller teaches us, if you ever meet an agent who sells every listing they take, they don't take enough listings, right? Now we go from pending to sold. Every pending you have, some of the contracts fall out, right? Some of the inspections, the home inspection doesn't clear, the appraisal doesn't clear, the title work doesn't clear. There's a number of things that can stop a transaction from closing. And then once we sell the property, what happens after we sell the property? They go back to our target list. What is the target list called once we sell the property? Sphere, right? Sphere, past client, depends on whatever database system you use. If you'll notice on the bottom page, the bottom of that A page, we have 12 systems that Keller Williams Technology is building out for us right now. Contacts, tasks, smart plans, referrals, opportunities, campaigns, etc., etc. This is the interior of the clock. See, right now, you are selling real estate alone. You're by yourself. You generate a lead from a target list. Your target lists aren't necessarily shared between different agents, right? Some people, depending on how they see real estate, are maybe secretive about how they generate their business. And those insights are outside of that circle, outside of that clock. With the Keller Williams system, that the technology that's being built for us, everything is in the interior. So we gain all those insights. So if you meet someone at an open house, right? And who would you say in your office is the best open house agent? No, y'all don't do open houses? Oh. Gotcha. Okay, so if you think about the person that does open houses the best, they probably have a systematic way of converting people at the open house to an appointment, right? Because at the open house, it's like a phone call just in person. And then it's really what you do after the open house that generates the appointment, right? And so that person right now, whoever that person is, their insight, that information, how they convert those appointments is really lost to the rest of the company. It's lost to you. So unless they do a class or maybe they zoom in like this, we have no idea how to disseminate that information to the rest of the agents to help you generate more business. So the tech platform that's being generated is a selfish play to help you, the agent, generate more business. Now, turn to side B. What you're looking at right here on side B is Facebook has the opportunity for, how many people have run Facebook ads? Has anyone run Facebook ads? And how many people have run Facebook ads through the command system? Okay, and so you notice how you pay Keller Williams to run Facebook ads, right? So with the Facebook ad system, Facebook has actually limited the number of active ads that can be run by a corporation because they've never experienced a company that would need to run more than 10,000 ads at a time. Well, that was until Keller Williams came along, and Keller Williams exceeded the 10,000 limit within a short period of time. So what you're looking at right here is the economic model for Keller Williams running ads through Facebook. So we had 10,000 ads, which is our limit. On average, the campaigns are $25. So that's $250,000 for those ads. If you take a $2 cost per lead, which is typical for Facebook leads because it's a top of the funnel system, that means that Keller Williams agent in less than a month time generated 125,000 leads. Facebook ads or leads usually convert at a 1% conversion rate. So that means that in a short period of time, Keller Williams agents generated 1,250 closings from those leads. Now, the average sales price in America right now is $350,000. So that generated $437 million in sales volume, right, from Facebook leads. At a 3% commission, that equals $13.11 million in GCI, or gross commission income, in less than a month. That's less than a month. That is, no one, your friends on the outside at different companies have no idea what is about to happen. Because the way the system works is we have best practices, right? And so whoever your open house king or queen is in your market, those best practices are now inside the clock. Now those best practices are inside the company. Now the company will be able to suggest the best way to convert a lead. And so if you follow the instructions properly on side B, that means you have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so in B3 on the page, for A, we use designs. So to generate ads, you need some type of copy, you need some content, right? And so that's generated in designs, that's generated in campaigns. In traditional companies, and even in your current business, you generate an ad by yourself. You take all of your goodness and greatness, right? And you generate an ad in a closet by yourself. You take a picture, you think it's amazing, maybe you show somebody else, but you are by yourself. Now, you will no longer generate an ad by yourself. The ad will be a community ad specific for your type of lead generation, right? So that's A. That's how Keller Williams is helping us with A. Now, write the letter D, right? So for D, that's your cost per lead, right? So right now, Facebook leads are costing us about $2 per lead outside of command. But with Kelly's assistant, which is our artificial intelligence, Kelly will be able to help us to find the best practices to generate better ads, which then decreases the amount of money that you spend per lead. What happens if you decrease the amount of money you spend at the top? You increase your profit, right? And so I don't know about you, but I like nice things. I do. And as Keller Williams continues to develop this technology for us, at the very top of the funnel, our cost will decrease, right? You get to determine what you do with that extra money. Keller Williams is not telling you what to do with the money. That means that without charging you more money, Keller Williams has put more money in your pocket. No one else can say that about their company. Now, underneath D, go to F. So F is our conversion, right? So we go from lead generation to, we convert that lead to a closing, right? So what in Keller Williams system helps us with that? Well, we have Kelly, which is the artificial intelligence. We have KW Consumer app, which you may not understand the gravity of the consumer app, but consider this. Right now it looks like we have 70% of the room is women and 30% of the room is men. Is that about correct?
Pretty good.
Excellent. So consider this. On Facebook has an algorithm that knows that women of a certain age in a certain neighborhood like certain things, right? That's why Facebook exists, to sell you something, right? Right now, you are operating outside the clock. So that means that you believe that you know how to sell women of a certain age who live in a certain neighborhood certain things. Well, now that we're going to put all that information into one location, now that we're going to have one website, now that we're going to have one consumer app, the client, your prospect, the person on your target list, will be tracked and monitored throughout the life cycle of their home buying experience. And if you can fathom this, Keller Williams system will be a cradle to grave solution. So someone will enter our system as a renter when they're 25, and they will exit our system when they go to their senior living facility when they're 80. Right now, you do not have the capacity, maybe not the money, to create a system like that. So that's with the consumer app. Then we have our agent websites, right? And so those are the things that help us with the conversion at F. Now at G, we have our closings, right? And we all love closings because closings fund our lifestyle, they fund our businesses. Well, with G, right now you have, in my business, I use checklists. And I have a series of tasks for either the buy side or the sell side. That checklist is beautiful, right? But it's outside the clock. And it's not the best checklist. It's the best checklist that I could come up with. It's not the best checklist for my client to provide them with the best service. It's not the best checklist for me to have the highest conversion rate. So Keller Williams has invented, or they're creating something called opportunities, which will be the place that holds all of our checklists. And so in the future, opportunities will let you know, based on the type of client you have, this is how you would best convert this buyer to closing, right? Based on their financial needs, based on what they've been looking at on the website. On the sell side, a home in this particular market statistically has sold at this price based on all of the data from all of the agents, right? Now, J is the final thing, which is our commission, right? And so for J, we have commission is a value proposition conversation. And so right now we have designs, which helps us to create wonderful marketing pieces to communicate our story. We have campaigns that are going to be operational in the future, which help us devise a systematic approach to touching individuals, and smart plans. And finally, I don't know if you all have an affiliation with the lender or not, we also have KW Mortgage, right? That's the current product that most people are able to use nationwide. And Keller Williams is going to be rolling out the insurance platform, right? The property management platform. And these systems are designed to protect our commission. So hopefully you can see on side B, B1 and B2, you can play with these numbers for your particular business, right? So if you have a budget of say you want to spend $12,000 a year on Facebook ads, or you want to spend $500 a month, all you have to do is on line C, change that number to 500, and then you can calculate what your